right, everyone, let's do a recap of last week. Sorry for the late video. Started the week off on vacation with Veterans Day on Tuesday. So let's recap week 10. So Nick had a great week, 5-1. He's our week winner. He actually had the best week of the season. He was 5-1 and added 11 units. Um, as a group, 24 and 30 doesn't seem to be in the positive, but with a couple of the reaches we've hit this week, we actually ended up with plus 1.46 units for the week. So congratulations. We had the first positive week of the season here in week 10, and hopefully we can make it two in a row. Um, some other people had some good weeks. Jamie had a good week. David had a good week. Some mediocre weeks, and then we kind of get down there, and we have to update the 0 and 6 counters because Dalton, who was in first place, was 6 and 0. That'll be our sixth of the season, and that's the next component of this. There is a 17 unit split here. So Nick added 11 units. Dalton lost 6.7. And so we got a 17 unit split, and Nick is now our new leader with 31 wins, 29 losses, plus 17.98 units. So having a pretty good year. Dalton's still in second, 26 and 28 with 3.91 units. Everyone else in the negative. So um, 17 unit swing is huge, and it can happen to any one of us. So even if you're down there at the 7, 8, 9 range, you could still make a comeback. Shay, you'd have to a couple times to get back to the top. But with that being said, let's do some of our longest reaches. We actually hit two top four reaches this week. The first one was Gibbs, 50 plus rushing yards each half. That was plus 800. Jamie Dowdle first quarter touchdown plus 425. So pretty good there. Um, I'll say this about I think next game it was the Commanders and the Detroit Lions. I think everybody handicapped the same way. I think probably the casino just got zoinked on that one. Everyone I know had the Lions to absolutely destroy the Commanders, but that's the benefit of getting the good games. David had a couple in the top 40, A chain 40 plus receiving, 6 plus receptions. I had Nabuka touchdown, stole that one from Stone on our other podcast, and then Nick had actually two other reaches that hit, which was Goff 100 plus passing each half. David had a chain plus 1101 rushing plus receiving, and Gibbs and Montgomery combined for 125 for Nick. And so Nick had three positive. David also had three positive, and then Jamie and I each had one. So we ended up having eight positive hits this week. So pretty good on that side of things. With that, that is Nick's second winning week in the last 3 weeks. Dalton's still our leader in that category. He's won it 4 times, but it is the highest week we've ever had, or not ever had, but highest week this season at plus 11 units. And so let's go right into best of category. Corey, he's been putting up pretty good second part of the last couple weeks here. He's 6-4 on the spread, so leading that. I'm over under at 7-3. Nick has best bet at 16-14, but he's added 10 units in his best of bet category. And then Corey is leading the reach. He still has the highest reach we have, which is the Chase 2 plus touchdowns week 5. And then maybe the more fun part is the worst of category. David is leading spread and over under worst of category. He is 4-16, 2-8 on both, with minus 13 units on that. I had to look it up because it's pretty interesting because he's actually not having a bad season. He's in fourth place, and so he is 14-16 on the spread and over under. But for everything else, he's 22-18 with plus 9 units. So if he gets that ironed out here later the season, he could make a push for the top spot. And then Shay, we know Shay's having a bad season, but minus 44 units total. He is minus 28 units in best of bet. He is minus 10 units on the reach. He has not hit a reach yet, but we have 8 weeks left, so we should have plenty of time to make that turnaround. Let me see what else I have here. Maybe just another little interesting thing. We're in week 10. We still have 3 people this season that have not won a week yet. Um, so challenges out there. Try to get on the board to win a week. Counting it this year. Um, let's see what else. I had some good feedback. We had some wings and some time back in Cumberland. Got to chat with some more people this week, and I got some good feedback on the winner chooses their matchup. And I think I'm kind of leaning towards implementing that next year. I think that would be a fun way to encourage people and give value to winning each week, other than trying to win the whole thing. Um, yeah, let me know your feedback on that. We'll kind of go from there. Let's look forward to week 11. So on week 11, we have a 9:30 game. So again, sorry for the late video, but if you get the 9:30 game, you have 12 hours to get that turned over. Um, one Sunday, one Monday night, 14 games. I think only two teams on bye this week. Could be wrong about that, but 14 games. And almost forgot one thing. On the season, we're 206 and 309, minus 70 units. If we get hot, if we have some good weeks, we might be able to get that number down and kind of see where it compares to the other years we've done this. So that's my challenge. Two greens in a row, maybe trying to get the number from 70 much closer to the 50, and then we'll look at 25 and we'll go from there. Um, I'm gonna random it 8 times for the 8 plus bets we hit this week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, it says finish script. So, all right, so it looks like Jamie, you have the Sunday morning game. Get your ticket out. I have the Monday night game. I will set myself an alarm to not notice. David and Corey both got 4 o'clock games. Everyone else at 1 o'clock. So we'll probably see a lot of Sunday tickets again. Um, Again, you can put them in whenever you want. As long once you put them in, they're locked in. We won't really allow for modifications or changes if the line. That's to protect line movements and to make sure people aren't, you know, trying to buy themselves a half point here and there. But we haven't had an issue in the last couple of weeks with people forgetting, so there's no shame alerts. I don't have anything else. Oh, I do have one thing. 2 weeks from now, Thanksgiving, when we have those holiday weeks, we get the video out, we get the picks in, so there will be Thursday games for the Thanksgiving week. So I'll make sure that that's in the video and everyone knows about it. But just a heads up that in 2 weeks, whenever it's Thanksgiving week, we do like to get those Thanksgiving games into the shuffle, so we'll make that happen. And if you, it seems like counting this year, we only have 9 people. It seems like the lowest amount of games we'll ever have is that 12 that 12 number. And we could even add in a Thursday night game. I can make a commitment to get the video out earlier, so we can add more people. If you know somebody, a friend, someone that hangs out with us, whatever, that might want to join us, let us know. Let me know. We can add them for next season. All right, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next week.